I want them dead presidents. I wanna pull up, head spin, get it, get fly. I got 6 jobs, I don't get tired. I don't get tired.
All right, it is Friday morning. So we went to bed at 1:17ish and we woke up at 113.6, less than a pound heavier than yesterday with almost double the carbs. So we're taking it in. I'm gonna take pictures right now and John's gonna tell me what to do. No more cardio, steps are down. We keep pushing.
See your abs. Yep.
Take one more.
Yeah. It's a much better look from yesterday. Yeah. Yeah.
I do feel better.
It's a much better look from yesterday. It's like, you're right there. So, do you want to do... I'm going to pull the food down from yesterday, just to maintain where your weight's at. Because this is the look that we wanted to put on stage. So, I'm going to pull you down to about 100... Let's do 120 carbs, like broken out, like you said, and then if your last meal, if we don't need it, then we'll take it out.
Yeah, I like it. So keep everything the same and then we'll call it last.
Well, I took veggies out,
Yeah.
just for digestive purposes. She commented on that last night. And then also I'm going to go ahead and we're going to switch her oats, which is a slower digesting carb. It's a complex carb, to a simple carb, cream of rice. And you felt that digest better anyways, right?
It does, yeah.
So we'll see how that goes, how that has her look. And she usually...
training today too, so I feel the best after my training, and my weight actually dropped after the 3rd meal and the training. So I think if I move the food around, we can just replicate the same thing as yesterday. Alright guys, meal 1 is going to be 2 whole eggs, 120 grams of egg whites. I have Pride Foods creamy peanut butter, cream of rice with cinnamon, and then 75 grams of bananas.
What are the changes from yesterday?
No oats, so we're doing cream of rice instead of oats, and we're not having any veggies. So digestion should be better. This is what 75 grams of banana looks like. A full size banana, I would say, is usually 150 grams. So it's like a quarter.
And how much cinnamon is in there?
There's a good bit amount of cinnamon. It gives it a really good taste, and I actually added a little bit of my salt today. Doesn't mean that I added salt to the meal. I just split the salt between the eggs and the cream of rice.
And what happened with your eggs?
I overcooked my eggs, but I'm not gonna remake them, so that's gonna do it.
All right, we are on.
All right, we are on. So this is after meal 1. I'm feeling really tight. I'm about to take the second check-ins of the day. So what I did was I ate, and then I set up a timer for an hour and a half. I took my weight. I'm taking pictures, and then I think I'm gonna eat in like 20 minutes or so that we can keep the meals like they were yesterday, and then head to the gym around 2.
How late? How much lighter were you?
From when?
From yesterday. Why don't you tell me?
Oh, well, yeah, we were talking about it. I started a pound lighter yesterday. My fasted weight was a pound lighter than today. We had carbs yesterday, so I was expecting a jump in the weight on my weight. So we started a pound lighter, and then I went up almost 2.5 pounds after my first meal. Today, we were a pound heavier than yesterday from all the carbs, and then we eat the same way after like the second meal. So I told John, I was like, does that mean I'm just soaking everything up? Seems like it. So we'll continue with the plan. We're going to continue to have carbs, and we're going to dictate that last meal depending on my weight and my look to see if I need carbs on that last meal or if I don't. And then tomorrow will be the day that we eat the least, pretty much. It is show day. We're planning on having maybe 2 meals before stepping on stage, but they're going to be super light. I'm sure he's going to drop the protein content too, so it's going to be mainly like light carbs to keep me full but not make me feel full. So we'll go from there.
And how much do you weigh?
Right now I'm 115.
Talking about him.
Oh.
Hey.
He's 100 and what? 10 pounds.
112.
I'm about to match him.
Oh,
I
wow.
got. He's 110. My lowest was 112. So there we go. Ladies, put your thing up. It helps with your bikini. Like make sure they're up there so that you can see the roundness of your glutes.
Yep. Yeah, you're filling out.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. There we go. Yeah. Your glutes are a lot fuller.
Yeah, I can tell
It's
too.
yeah.
Even I can tell.
It's
That's
a
when you
big
know.
difference.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do my routine. Big in a good way, or
No, but you're not going to need much more food. Sorry.
sorry, he says. Who cares?
And even if Aaron can tell, then the food's catching. What do you think, Aaron?
But I like this.
That's good.
I really
Yeah.
like this. I feel like my glutes don't look small. Here, right now.
Mm-hmm.
This is what we can do tomorrow. This is one meal. It's 1:30.
No, you're going to go to bed full, and you're going to wake up full, clear water, and then you're just going to have little food and water.
I feel like
You'll have water and baby meals.
every time we've done it, after that first meal, I tighten up so much. I don't know if it's it could
the
be
water
the
and the fluid.
combination of one, yes, I'm flushing water. Two, the sources. It's always the 2 whole eggs and rice, cream of rice or oats. And I feel like after that first meal, I just tighten up really quick. So I don't know if I want to play around with the sources. We can play around with whatever else, but not the sources.
No, I'm going to have you do 2 whole eggs or 1 whole egg and cream of rice.
Yeah, I think it always has fruit too. So
I
if you,
might put a little bit of peanut butter just for a little bit more
No.
fat to slow it.
I don't want peanut butter. It's just not that I don't want it. Hello, I said I wanted a jar of peanut butter just by myself. It's just that it sits. I think the fat coming from eggs or ground beef or whatever works better. I don't think that the peanut butter is gonna
We
make
might do 2 whole eggs. You had 2 whole eggs and egg whites.
and
right.
yeah, we can take the egg whites
Pull the egg whites, yeah.
and then every time we do that combo with like oats and fruit or cream of
Well,
rice
the
and
eggs
fruit,
digest the same. That's even, shouldn't say this, but that's Ariel's go-to.
why? It's not a secret, but we've done it. Like that has been my first meal, and all the anabolic pictures that I took at Starbucks with the lighting is always after that first meal. So I've had coffee, I've had some water, I've had either cream of rice, oats, fruit, and eggs, and it just works. It works perfect. So that's the beauty of mucking like your peak and also knowing your body so well, which I was completely deaf to it before. So not knowing what works for you, because maybe peanut butter sits great on your stomach. I know for a fact that it doesn't. It just sits there. So it might be the peanuts, it might be the way it digests. It's always organic. It doesn't have salt or anything added. So, but I think the eggs work just fine, and I think that combo is what it is.
Would you want to repeat that twice tomorrow?
I'd rather do that than do
Or would you
rice
rather
or
do ground beef and rice?
no, because that's always my last meal, and I do feel like it sits a little bit.
Well, that doesn't
longer.
count. It's your last meal.
Yeah, no, I think I want to keep it safe. I'd rather keep it safe. And if you want to do less cream of rice and then do like the 75 grams of fruit, which literally feel like nothing, I feel like that's.
Well, it was, what, 40 carbs. So you had 40 grams, 38 grams of cream of rice and 75 grams of fruit, which
Yeah.
is about 40 carbs. So,
And it doesn't feel like it. And then after that, we went for a short walk, which is something that we can probably replicate tomorrow.
we'll see. Well, I'm definitely going to pull the egg whites out. I'm going to decide on the fat content if I feel that 2 eggs is needed or if 1's enough. But this is the biggest thing that's helped
I
a lot.
look full as a house.
And that's what I'm saying. I don't want to push it.
I know.
That's a good photo. Dang.
So we'll see. I more than likely will keep with the plan today, even though she's going to continue to get fuller.
We're also going to the gym, and that's going to help.
It's going to move things around. But the other thing is like, and I've heard this from everyone, and this is the biggest thing with Andrea, is you saw from her previous workout video and everything else, I mean, you can see her delts right now, and she's not even in good lighting. She has more muscle than, and I touched on it yesterday, than a lot of the bikini girls. And she has been told by so many people to move up to figure that I have to keep her softer. So the idea may be to fill her up today and then almost not even eat tomorrow. And just use water to fill her glutes out. And that may be the manipulation. The only thing I don't want is just her glutes busting at the seams. I don't want them to be like, boom. Which, again, that could be good. I'm a newer bikini coach. So I'd rather be on the conservative side than, I think you would agree, than kind of like pushing it too much. Because typically when you push in either direction too much, it doesn't yield a good result. And I mean that in the sense of being too full or too peeled, right?
Yeah, absolutely not too peeled. We already did that, and it didn't work.
It was our worst placing ever.
Yeah, but I do think I like my physique a lot better when I have fuller glutes. I think it matches my upper body a little better, just because I'm already big on the top. Yes, we don't want soft glutes, so there is a fine line between filling them up and then spilling over where you would just look soft overall. So I come in very hard from the front. I need them to have that kind of picture from the back as well. But I was telling Aaron yesterday, my body is different for everybody. I get extremely hard from the front, and then my glutes are the last thing to come in pretty much. So we have to we have to find a fine balance, because I can't be shredded from the front to be able to showcase my glutes, because the judges don't like that. You're still a bikini competitor, so it has to be some sort of a softer look. It can't be that hard or that, like, peeled, because we did that and they didn't like it. And that was the feedback. It came back and it was like, you're too hard, you're too peeled, you're too muscular, we don't like it. And then that time we manipulated water. Once we cut water, I get extremely hard, and they don't like it.
She has more hamstrings than a lot of guys will get on stage with, and that's the other thing. Like, they don't want to see they don't want to see striations in her hamstrings. So we gotta, like she said, we gotta find that fine balance, and that's where I'm trying to find what's going to be the sweet spot for her. I think that it's going to be somewhere waking up around 113-ish. 113.4, 0.8. She woke up at 113.4 this morning. So she likes this look right now. So I think ideally, maybe even staying up a little bit later tonight, have her wake up later, and then move around, have that first meal, and just let it digest, and then put her on stage like that. Maybe even just one meal may be enough.
I think so too. Like this meal right here. If we can push it and have this meal a little later and closer to the stage, but it's still like having 2 hours to digest, I think that's going to be it.
And I commented on this with everyone. I just did an hour consultation, and I told that this is the biggest help that she's ever been, is giving me that feedback. And, because when you're backstage, and John Jewett did a great job talking about this, when you're backstage, you're like, you see other people, and that manipulates your mind. You're like, oh, she's shredded, I need to be harder. Or her glutes are really full, I need to be bigger. You need to bring the best you. And some people will be like, oh, I need to pull water, or I need to have more water, whatever the case may be. And then what happens is you get in your head, you make wrong decisions, and that's where things can go negatively. And since we know what that look yields, then I can show her a phone and be like, hey, this is what you want to step on stage at. This is what you want to look like, right? Yeah, I look great there. Okay, then this is what we need to do. We need to have this meal and this much water. And then, boom, put you on stage. That's what you liked. That's what you want to step on stage like. Well, here's how much, and we've done it 6 times at this point.
It also takes conscious, like, you have to be in tune with your body. It took me a little bit to understand how tight feels, flat feels, like you have to be in. Most of the time I get it wrong, I am my worst critic. So most of the time I take patients, I'm like, well, they sucked, I look this way, and he's like, no, it's the lighting, you're a little flat, but it's fine, like he makes the shots, you know, he calls the shots. I'm not the one doing that because again, I'm always nitpicking. But once I nail it and I'm like, this is it, that's how I want to look like, then I tell him why. You know, when I feel tight, I feel it in my abs, I feel it in my arms, I feel my vascularity, like I feel dry, you know. It's a lot of being in tune with your body.
And the things like the digestion. I'm not a mind reader. She can tell you that as being my wife, not just her coach.
And that's another thing, we don't have veggies, so.
I'm not a mind reader, so if you can't tell me this source digests well or doesn't digest well, or I felt like a water balloon, it's going to be hard for a coach to help you with that.
Are ready.
We are ready. There was a plot twist, friends. The next meal changed because this was the first meal and it digested great. And like we said before, it was perfect. I feel great. I feel tight. So I was like, okay, what do we do? And then John's like, have the same meal and then we'll check in again and see how that goes. So what I do is that I added a little bit of my 1/4 of salt to my eggs, and then I add the remaining to my cream of rice. It just spikes the flavor a little bit more. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not adding more salt overall. I'm just kind of like splitting it and keeping the sodium intake the same. Pride Foods peanut butter cream of rice with cinnamon and salt. 2 whole eggs. 120 grams of egg whites, everything bagel seasoning, salt, and that's it.
And like she said, salt increases the flavor. We actually put salt in our ice cream. Gelatos Artisan.
Hey, you should check it out. We have a chest freezer. We can do an ice cream party. It's good. Our standard is really, really high now because we make really good ice cream. I'm not going to lie. It has a lot of mix-ins. It's handmade and it's small batch. So we control what goes in every pint. As soon as you
Link in bio.
As soon as you make ice cream like in big batches, that's when the quality kind of like lowers. So there's like quality control. But with us, it's like we literally hand pick everything and put everything in, so the pints are loaded. So this is what happened. I was in bed and Jackson has not left my side at all this weekend. I think he knows. So he's been on top of me the whole time. We finally went to bed. He literally cuddled up with me. John comes upstairs and he's like, dude, what are you doing? Get out. So we have a bed for him upstairs, but he got pissed and he's like, nope, I'm going out of here. And he came downstairs to Aaron's couch, which is not big already, and then he was ready to cuddle Aaron, so Aaron was very nice to put a blanket on the floor for him, and that's now his new spot. So he's tired from going up and down the stairs all night yesterday.
He didn't sleep last night.
He did not sleep. Alright, we are on now.
Alright, we are on. I just showered, did my hair. I have one more shower today before I can't shower anymore because then tanning comes in. Which, by the way, I'm going to tell you guys, I met a girl that tans people with pro tan and all that, and she says that you should shower with dish soap before your tan to get rid of all like the dust or impurities or whatever, and that way the tan sticks better. So we're gonna do that after the gym. Right now I just took a very long shower, did my hair and everything, and then I have one more and that's it. We had a second meal and my weight went up 0.2, so I'm holding on really tight. I feel really tight. I told John I feel like this is it. This is gonna be the game plan and the food sources for tomorrow. I don't know, I have it written down. I'll give you guys an idea, but I've had 35, 45, I want to say around 55 ounces of fluid, which is what we wanted. We wanted around 60 ounces.
I said that like 2 days ago. That's where I was going to put her at.
Yeah, so I think we're right on track. And I feel tight. Like as weird as it sounds, that's like the biggest thing. If I feel tight, then that shows, you know, like I feel holding really good. So
there's nothing worse than walking on stage and feeling like you have a full stomach. Right. So I just told Aaron this. And it's kind of the same thing. When I go to the gym, I choose carb sources that digest really well because I don't want to go into the gym feeling bloated. But it sucks because I just had 70 carbs and I feel like I ate air. So that's kind of how we want to put her on stage. She wants to, have food in her system, but not feel like she ate anything, right?
Yeah.
And look at her. She's...
My waist, this feels really, really tight. Everything in general. Go, Jackson. Go, baby.
Jackson, come on.
Yeah, you look good, babe. You look really good. Yep.
All right, pre-workout meal is going to be cream of rice. This is the third meal with cream of rice today. I'm happy. I'm not complaining. So this is, again, creamy peanut butter, cream of rice. There is 40 grams here. I'm going to add cinnamon. And then I'm going to have the start of the show, which is, dang, my protein ice cream. So again, frozen protein. This is the same one as yesterday, cookies and cream from Raw. I freeze it with water and that's it. And then 16 grams of peanut butter. We're gonna have also 2 cups of glucose. It's gonna help me with the carbs. So I have 6 cups of glucose a day. I take them with the first 3 meals usually. So 2, 4, 6, and then that's it. I don't take any more. Because we don't know what the last meal is gonna be, then I just rather take them earlier in the day and go with it. And I'm gonna add my salt to my cream of rice. And that is it. That's my pre-workout. After this, we're gonna go to Starbucks. That's my little treat. And we're gonna get some coffee and we're gonna do a upper body pump.
There we go.
We are here after going to 3 different Starbucks to get my coffee. It is my treat for the day. I'm gonna do the same workout as I did yesterday, so we're not gonna repeat it. It's gonna be the same exact same exercises, same rep ranges, and we're just gonna try to food around, and then we're gonna go back home, shower, and go to get tea. That's it.
Okay,
On.
okay.
All right, check-in number 4. I know, it's actually 5 because we check in right after my workout, but number 4, feeling tight. We have about 70 ounces of fluid or some. I have everything written down. I'm gonna check in here so that we have kind of like the same and we can do a comparison because the lighting in the at the gym was different. So we're gonna see how it looks. I feel tight. I feel really good. After this, I'm gonna shower and then I'm gonna go get my first coat of tan. Ready?
Yep. Let's do it. Just more client work.
2 phones.
I need it. That's why we got Kevin Gates actually in the intro. Yeah, no, it was just lighting at the gym. I can tell already. It's alright, I'm not comfortable at all.
Feel my knee pain when I do photography.
Go. Yep. Yeah, this is what I'll put you on at finals at. Good. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, meal number 4. We have 110 grams of rice and 112 grams of tilapia. Same seasoning that I've been using, salt and everything bagel seasoning, and then my dress from North Americans. We're good to go.
And we're gonna shower and go get your first layer tan.
Yes, sir.
And I'm gonna shower and look presentable.
Ready. And ready to go. I already messed up the little dress. I don't know how, but it's okay. It's gonna come off. First coat of tan is gonna just get darker and darker as we go. And then tomorrow I have a 9 a.m. second coat, which is gonna be the bronzer. That's gonna be the stage color. And then I have my makeup at 10 a.m. And that's it. Ready to go.
Showtime.
Showtime.
And then there's another Olympian.
Yeah.
That's better.
All right, this is check-in number 5, 6, can't remember. We already got that first coat of tan. It might be too dark in here, so we're gonna try and take a picture. If it doesn't work, then we'll go back in there, but I don't like that lighting, so we'll see. Do you want it out, up there?
I'm thinking it might be better. I'm gonna take pictures, we'll see.
Okay.
Move, Jack. Come on, go. It's not that bad. Yep. Yep. Take a look at these.
Oh, it looks good. They look good.
All right, here we go.
All right, friends, last meal of today. It is 86 grams of ground beef, 110 grams of rice, salt, everything bagel, seasoning, and that's it. The weight has been dropping nicely. I was, 115 before this meal, so it continued to drop. I'm lighter than after the first meal today, so we'll see. We wanted to go to bed around 1:18, so we're gonna see after this meal in an hour or so. We're gonna take my weight, take pictures, and go from there. Thank you, Aaron.
So the office is on.
Where's your phone?
We're gonna leave that in the YouTube.
Please do. The office is back because freaking Netflix took the office away from us for some reason. But yeah,
Took away the best show ever,
I
and then
know.
decided to raise the prices by $20 every month.
and we still pay it. Makes sense.
Everyone does.
All the meals are in, all the fluid is in. I'm
Let me see
actually,
your abs.
I'm actually 1.5 pounds lighter than last night. So we'll see where we need to be. I feel like the phone is propped too much. And it's not center. Further.
You want to be back up?
Safety violation.
That's where you've been.
Laws and appears working.
This is about the downsizing thing, it just doesn't bother me.
Downsizing?
Yep.
Downsizing? I have no problem with that. I've been recommending downsizing since I first got here.
Yep.
Maybe brought it up in my interview. I say, bring it on.
Just still have these messages from yesterday.
Relax, everything's under control.
You look full.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, oh, that'll work. Right.
You look
This
full.
is so important.
What do you think,
I
Aaron?
should run to
Looks
answer
good.
it.
I should clear probably another 3 pounds. Let's see. And wake up around 113, which is where we wanted it.
113, 114.
Ideally, we
You
wanted
didn't
the
clear as much last night either.
yeah, we wanted the 113.8. So we'll see.
You went to bed at 117 last night and woke up a little heavier.
117.4,
And right now you were.
116.
So we'll see. We'll see what the look.
He asked me if I wanted another meal, and I'm like, no, let's wait. Let's play it safe. You know, it's fine. If again, if we have to fill out tomorrow, then we can. The last thing I want is to wake up and be like, well, fuck, we shouldn't have that meal. I'm fine. I ate an hour ago. I feel tight. My stomach feels empty. I'm ready to go to bed.
So we're gonna call it then.
I think I garnered respect.
I would like to send her to bed a little bit heavier, but she does look full,
People I respect.
not like spilled, and can go one or two ways. And we're gonna do the conservative method right now, which is send her to bed feeling confident, feeling good, and she'll wake up tight, and then we'll just try to maintain that look throughout the day.
Probably God.
Again, like, this is my first time peaking her. I mean, we did a
And I just say
peak earlier in the year that I took over, so it wasn't
We
really my
mock
peak.
peak a couple times, but you know, you never know. I mean,
Yeah.
I was very depleted. Every week that we mock peak was different because my weight didn't come down until like the very last week. So there are things that you can't predict, even though you replicate it. Because I kept depleting, we kept pushing, I kept dropping weight. So every peak was at a different starting weight, if that makes sense.
Each time that we did a mock peak, we used it as almost a carb load to fill her up and then deplete throughout the week again. So Aaron's tired. We're all
Everyone
tired.
is, I think it's time to go to bed.
Jackson's got a dinosaur. So we'll go to bed and see what this yields tomorrow.
Ideally, I would wake up around 8, have my first meal, go to my tanning at 9, last coat, then makeup at 10, and hopefully come back home, chill, and then head to the hotel around 12:30, depending on how the show is running. So we'll go from there. I do have my meals ready for tomorrow just in case. That way, if I have to grab them and have them in the way, I will. I got goosebumps. We're almost there.
It's time to rock. She's dry, full, not too hard, I would say. And you can see her delts are capped right now, so we're not going to have her pump up upper body. We'll just keep the stomach tight. I'm going to pull protein down tomorrow, but we'll cover all that in the next episode.
All right.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
She did say that it could be this